Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. A police major in Negros Island is under restrictive custody for allegedly protecting illegal online cockfighting. The PNP says he has been relieved and investigation is ongoing. Talisay City Hall was shut down after a bomb threat. Authorities later suspected it was fake, but police conducted sweeping inspections as precaution while operations remained suspended. The PDEA said its probe into Sami Uy is still ongoing. Officials stressed the name may refer to multiple people and no conclusive findings have been made yet. Senator Amy Marcos is calling for a halt in sugar imports, saying falling in millgate prices are hurting farmers, despite stable supply, urging government to support local producers. King Charles III will address the U.S. Congress calling for reconciliation and stronger UK-U.S. ties. His state visits include meetings with President Trump and a White House dinner. Aboitiz Power reports a 71% rise in the first quarter profit, driven by stronger generation margins, new capacity, and improved plant performance, alongside growing renewable energy output. NBA has fined the Lakers guards Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard for criticizing referees after their playoff loss to Houston, with penalties totaling up to $35,000. ABS-CBN Studios launches its first vertical microdrama, The Chambermaid's Daughter, on I-Want this April 30th, starring Jello Rivera and Alex Ilacad in a romance-driven storyline. Today is April 28, 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. A police major has been placed under restrictive custody after being accused of protecting illegal online cockfighting and other unlawful activities in Negros Island, the Philippine National Police said Tuesday. The police officer has been relieved from his post as authorities expand their investigation into the alleged gambling network. PNP Chief Police General Jose Malencho Nartatos Jr. ordered intensified intelligence and surveillance operation against earring personnel. He warned that commanders will be held accountable under command responsibility and vowed that appropriate charges will be filed while ensuring due process. Now, Talisay City Hall was closed on Tuesday, April 28th, after a reported bomb threat also led to the suspension of summer clinic activities. Mayor Gerard Anthony Gullias said the message appeared to be fake, but authorities could not take risks, stressing that public safety remains the top priority. City Hall operations were suspended as police and SWAT teams inspected the 3 buildings in the complex. Gullias apologized for the disruption, saying all threats must be taken seriously while investigations continue. The Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency says its investigation into a certain Sami Uy remains ongoing, with no final findings yet. PDEA spokesperson Attorney Joseph Frederick Calulut said authorities are still verifying any possible involvement, noting that the name is common and may refer to multiple individuals. The probe follows earlier reports linking Uy to illegal drug activities. The issue gained attention after former Senator Antonio Trillanes alleged that Vice President Sara Duterte and her family received funds from the individual. Now, Senator Amy Marcos has called on the Sugar Regulatory Administration to halt importation, citing its impact on local farmers. Marcos said millgate prices have dropped by nearly 30%, with farmers losing up to 400 pesos per bag, despite sufficient local supply. She questioned why imports continue while retail prices remain high. The senator urged the government to prioritize local producers and purchase harvests to stabilize prices, warning against unnecessary importation policies. Now, King Charles III is set to address Congress on Tuesday, urging reconciliation and renewal amid efforts to strengthen U.S.-UK relations strained over the Iran war. The second day of his 4-day state visit includes a ceremonial welcome, an Oval Office meeting with President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania, and a White House state dinner. Charles will also speak briefly at the dinner before continuing his visit to New York and Bermuda. The trip coincides with the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence. Now, Aboitiz Power Corp reported a 71% surge in the first quarter net income to 7.9 billion pesos, driven by stronger generation margins and new capacity. Core net income rose to 61% to 7.6 billion pesos, while EBITDA climbed to 35% to 20.3 billion pesos. The growth was fueled by higher contracted capacity, improved coal plant performance, and new output from solar facilities. Energy sales increased to 30%, while reduced exposure to the spot market helped stabilize returns. The company also continues to invest in renewable energy and battery storage projects to support long-term growth. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index closed lower at midday trading on Tuesday with 5,842.11, down to 59.0 points or 1%. All major sectors ended in red, led by industrials, holding firms, and property. Meanwhile, mining and oil was nearly flat. Among actively traded stocks, SCC dropped by 9.32%, followed by declines in MBT, GTCAP, and DITO. Meanwhile, NIKL gained 4.22%, while BDO and BPI posted slight increases. The NBA has fined Los Angeles Lakers guards Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard following the criticism of officiating after a playoff loss to Houston. Smart was fined $35,000 for questioning the integrity of game officials, while Kennard received a $25,000 fine for using inappropriate language toward referees. The incidents occurred after the Rockets' 115-96 win, which narrowed the series to a 3-1 in the Western Conference first-round playoffs. The Lakers aim to close out the series in their next game, while Houston looks to extend it. Now, ABS-CBN Studios is entering vertical storytelling with its first micro-drama, The Chambermaid's Daughter, set to stream on iWant starting April 30th. The series stars Jello Rivera and Alexa Ilacad in their first on-screen pairing. It follows Hannah Montano, a hotel chambermaid who becomes a private Tagalog translator for Korean executive Daniel John, leading to an unexpected romance shaped by trust and emotional discovery. The first 5 episodes will be free, while succeeding episodes will be available via subscription. Now, Tribune Did You Know on April 28, 2001 marks a milestone in modern space history with the launch of Denis Tito, the world's first space tourist aboard a Russian Soyuz spacecraft bound for the International Space Station. His journey signaled the beginning of private space travel, opening the door for commercial space tourism. Tito's flights marked a new era in space exploration, where civilians could participate in missions once reserved only for professional astronauts. And this afternoon's viral Instagram video that has racked up 4.9 million views has netizens laughing, with comments like they are communicating via Jacksonese and references to the iconic Spider-Man pointing meme. Curious what it's all about? Let's watch this. And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.